Hi guys, I have a short tip for you on tying CDC mayflies. Many of you are using different kinds of CDC mayflies, like just simple emerger done variations with different bodies like quills or pheasant tail, or the ever so popular Spanish dry flies with some colored synthetic in the middle to have a split wing. And I'm gonna show you a little tip where I'm positioning my wing not like many of you do over the top, but in a dubbing loop. And that's for a reason, because I just want to have a little bit more adjustment in my dry flies without having to change the amount of CDC I'm tying in, and using different hooks, etc. Just so I can use the same amount of CDC all the time. And I'm putting it into a dubbing loop, and the adjustment is happening right here, where I'm choosing how much CDC I'm gonna stand out of the dubbing loop on the other side, where you would normally just cut it flush. And by letting it stand out on one side a little bit more, you get a doubling over effect. So you actually doubling over the CDC, and therefore you get much more flotation on your dry fly. So you can, for example, add a little tungsten nymph underneath it. As you saw just a second ago, my creative dubbing brush is nothing more than a toothbrush, which it's cost effective and it just works ever so good as any. So when you're then wrapping the CDC around the hook shank, you will see that it just looks a little bit messy, or more like using a collar on a CDC nymph or whatever. But there's gonna be just one more step to it after that, where you just use the dubbing of your choice, and you're just figurating around the bottom of the nymph, so you're forcing all the CDC to the top, and then you get a look that we all want, with a nice CDC wing on top and a flush bottom. So in this case, I'm using just an olive dubbing for my olive body, quilt body. And as you can see next, you just go around the top, underneath it, over the front of the eye, and you repeat the process a few times. What you can do then is you might trap some CDC fibers, which you can clean up afterwards. And in the end, that's pretty much it. You have a nice CDC wing on top. You can cut out the few fibers that are sticking out on the bottom, and that's it. For me, that's a very easy way to get a nice CDC dry fly that's a little bit more, that allows a little bit more adjustment in the flotation, which you want for using the CDC fly in very calm water or a little bit rougher water, or using it as a light dry dropper fly. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice spring, and goodbye.